Hello and welcome to your December 2024 monthly horoscope. I'm Tina from AstroTeena, your go-to source for life guidance through the ancient wisdom of Vedic astrology. Now, in today's video, before I begin, I normally get comments asking which system I use. I use the Vedic sidereal system, which reflects the actual positions of the planets and constellations in the sky. Unlike the Western astrology, which is based on the tropical zodiac, which is tied to the Earth's seasons. So Vedic astrology aligns with the sidereal zodiac, accounting for the precessions of the equinox. So this system ensures that our insights are rooted in the true cosmic framework. So my predictions are focused on your ascendant sign or your Lagna. And for those of you who don't know your Vedic ascendant sign, it's very easy to find online for free. Just go to Google and type in free Vedic chart and type in your birth details. And for this, you do need your date, your time, and your place of birth. So for the month's horoscope, I explore the planetary movements that will impact your love life, your relationships, health, career, finance. I tell you days that you need to be careful, and I tell you days which are really good for money. So you get your money days and you get your honey days. I always begin by giving a quick overview of the month, and then I break it down by the calendar. So please take a screenshot of the calendar and use that as your guide for the month. So let's uncover how the celestial energies of the month of December will guide you through your life's journey. So December will definitely be a transformative month, bringing shifts in energies as Venus moves into Capricorn and Aquarius. The Sun traverses Sagittarius, and the key planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu maintain their positions. The retrograde of Mars and Jupiter and Mercury emphasizes introspection, patience, and revisiting old decisions. Now, Venus starts in Capricorn on December 2nd, bringing a focus on practical relationships, commitments, grounded approaches to love and creativity. Now, by December 28th, Venus moves into Aquarius, sparking a desire for freedom, unconventional connections, and social interactions. Now, Sun in Sagittarius from December 15th marks a period of exploration, optimism, and philosophical growth. This transit encourages seeking truth and broadening your horizons. Now, Mars will be retrograde in Cancer from December 6th, intensifying emotional responses and urging careful handling of conflicts, especially within family dynamics. As it retrogrades, there's a need to manage inner frustrations and revisit past actions. Mars's transit to Gemini on January 20th, 2025 will ease this tension, ushering in commitment-driven efforts. Now, Jupiter remains retrograde in Taurus, which is urging reflection on material wealth, security, personal values. So it's a time for reassessing long-term goals related to finances and your stability. Now, Saturn in Aquarius keeps us focused on humanitarian efforts, innovation, and reform, but it may feel heavy with delays and restrictions due to the retrograde energies. Rahu is in Pisces and Ketu is in Virgo, which brings attention to spiritual growth and practical challenges, helping to balance dreamy aspirations with grounded approaches. So now let's look at each sign individually, beginning with the overview and then the calendar, beginning with Aries, December 2024 horoscope. So this month brings a blend of introspection and forward momentum for Aries, as key retrograde influences your decisions. Mercury and Mars retrograde emphasizes revisiting past conflicts and reviewing your career strategies, especially regarding emotional or family matters. The Sun in Sagittarius after December 15th inspires a more philosophical, optimistic outlook, but you'll need to navigate the practical hurdles which are posed by Mars's retrograde in Cancer. So for love, expect some emotional challenges in relationships, especially due to Mars retrograde. The energy may feel intense, leading to potential arguments. influence. So be mindful of how you express yourself to loved ones. However, Venus in Capricorn encourages stability, and by the time Venus moves into Aquarius, you may feel a burst of fresh energy in your love life, bringing new experiences and new perspectives. So regarding family, Mars's retrograde could stir old family tensions, especially around home matters. So try not to overreact. Instead, focus on finding solutions. The moon in Cancer on December 17th, 18th will be particularly emotionally charged, so tread careful with sensitive conversations. Now, regarding health, with Mars retrograde, you might experience energy fluctuations and stress. So pay attention to your digestive health, as emotional stress can affect physical well-being. Focus on maintaining a balanced routine, especially mid-month when moon transits Taurus, urging grounded self-care. And let's look at career. So Jupiter retrograde slows down your professional progress, making it an ideal time to reevaluate your long-term goals. Avoid pushing for major promotions or even job changes during Mercury retrograde until December 15th. So wait for clearer communication and opportunities as the month progresses. Now, regarding your finances, financial caution is key for the month, so avoid impulsive spending, especially during the Mercury retrograde. Venus in Capricorn supports a pragmatic approach to your budgeting, while the moon's transit through Taurus on December 13th, 14th is an ideal time to focus on financial planning and saving. December will reset your patience, but provide opportunities for inner growth and reassessment. So stay calm, allow for the retrogrades to guide you forward, a more thoughtful and structured approach to your life. And now let's look at the calendar for the month, beginning with December 1st, which will be an emotional intensity which rules this day. You may feel drawn to deeply personal or transformative matters, possibly reflecting on past challenges or digging into unresolved emotional issues. Avoid confrontations, as today's energies can make situations feel more dramatic than they are. So this looks to be a stressful day. December 2nd and 3rd, optimism and curiosity define these days. You'll be in the mood for adventure, whether through learning something new, connecting with people from different cultures, or planning travel. A good time for philosophical thinking and stepping back from emotional drama. Now, December 4th and 5th. These are great days for career, so shift your focus on your responsibilities, your long-term goals. You'll feel more grounded and more practical. So this is a good time to buckle down at work, make progress on serious commitments. And family matters may also require some attention, so handle them with patience and with discipline. Now, the 6th and the 7th, these are great days for networking, for going out with friends, enjoying time, to socialize. So you'll crave freedom and innovation on these days. It's a good time to brainstorm new ideas or connect with social groups. Expect sudden bursts of insights, and don't be afraid to approach problems from an unconventional angle. However, be mindful of how your rebellious energy might affect close relationships. Now, looking at December 8th, 9th, and 10th. These are days that you have to be a little bit mindful of any unexpected expenses. These are days your health may not be at its best, or your energies just might be a little bit low, or you might just feel isolated and feel a little bit lonely. So your intuition is heightened during these days, and you may feel more emotionally sensitive. So compassion and spirituality will come into focus, but be careful of escapism. So use this time to meditate, rest, engage in creative pursuits. Now moving on to December 11th and 12th. Now these are great days for you to focus on yourself. These are your days. This is where you want to rejuvenate yourself. You want to do self-reflection, and you want to bring your collective energy to yourself and do self-motivation. You'll feel bold and you'll be ready to take any kind of action on these days. So this is a great time for initiating new projects or tackling personally challenging themes head on. However, be mindful of being impulsive. So take care not to bulldoze through other people's feelings. Now, December 13th and 14th, these are your money days. This is where if you If you're looking to borrow money, if you're looking to ask, your spouse for money, these are good days. You'll see that you'll have money in your wallet on these days. If you're looking to take profit from the stock market or other means, this is a good time for that as well. You should see that money comes in easily on these days. So after the high energy of the previous days, you'll feel the need for stability and for comfort on these days. So focus on practical matters like finances or indulging in life pleasures. Grounding activities like cooking or nature walks or spending time with loved ones can also be especially satisfying on these days. Now moving on to December 15th and 16th. Communication is key on these days. You'll be mentally sharp, you'll be curious and eager to engage in conversations or share ideas. So it's a good time for writing, public speaking, or catching up on tasks that require mental agility. However, be careful not to scatter your energies in too many directions. This is also a great time for you to spend time with your siblings. You'll see that your energies will flow really nicely with them. If you want to take a local trip, or you might even have local trip travel for work as well. And these are great days for you to work on any hobbies or just to relax and do things that you enjoy. And now moving on to 17th and 18th, which are great days. This is where you'll find that you're really at peace at home. Your energies with your mom are flowing really nicely. So emotions may run high, particularly around the home and family matters. You'll feel a stronger connection with your roots, and you might seek the comfort of your loved ones. So focus on nurturing yourself and those that are close to you. So this is a good time to resolve any lingering family issues. You'll find that they resolve easily on these days. Now moving on to December 19th and 20th and 21st. These are great days for romance if you're single especially. And if you're a student, these are great days for you to learn something new. And for anybody in general, if you are taking a course or if you just want to pick up some new ideas, these are great days because your creativity will be on a high. Your focus will be really sharp on these days. And you'll be confident and ready to take the spotlight if you need to, because you could get public recognition on these days as well. So it's a good time to show off your talents, take bold steps in your career, and assert yourself in relationships. Just be careful of being overly domineering and showing off. Now moving on to December 22nd and 23rd. Now here the attentions are they're kind of critical here. Your energies are low. You're not feeling very relatable. You might even be irritable on these days, and your health may also suffer on these days. These are days that you don't want to make any decisions. You want to keep your decisions pending on these days. If you have any dates that you need to attend, especially if it's court dates or anything of that sort, I would change those dates because the outcome is not as favorable on these days. The energies are against you on these days. So you'll feel the urge to organize, plan, attend to any of your practical matters, especially concerning your health or your work. Now, this is a good time for self-care routines, decluttering, or tackling tasks that require precision. So avoid over criticizing yourself or others. Now moving on to December 24th, 25th, and 26th. This is where your energies with your spouse, with your partner are in line. You'll see that you're, understanding each other better. You'll see that your energies are in sync here. And could be a romantic time for you if you're married. So balance is key during this transit. So focus on harmony in your relationship and finding equilibrium in your daily life. It's a good time for socializing, negotiating, or engaging in activities that require cooperation with your partner. You may feel a stronger desire for peace and aesthetic beauty around you as well. Now moving on to December 27th, 28th. Again, this is where on these 2 days, you'll see that the stress kind of returns and you may feel drawn to deeper issues or deeper transformative experiences on these days. This is also a powerful time for introspection and self-reflection, as well as dealing with any unresolved emotional matters. Be careful of any power struggles or becoming too obsessive in your relationships. Now moving on to December 29th and 30th. The final days of the month bring renewed optimism and a desire for freedom. So you may feel a pull towards learning, adventure, or expanding your worldview. It's a great time for planning travel, education, or making resolutions for personal growth as you prepare for the new year. And it's also a time where on these 2 days, you'll see that your energies with your father, with your gurus, with your teachers, they seem to flow better on these days as well. Now, December 31st, the year ends on a serious and grounded note. You'll be focused on long-term goals, responsibilities, and how to set a solid foundation for 2025. So it's a good day to reflect on your achievements, make practical plans, and celebrate in a calm, steady manner. So Aries, your honey days are the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. And your money days, these are the 13th and the 14th. So make the most of those opportunities. This is where your cash flow will be flowing really nicely. Now, the favorable days for December is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, the 11th, the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 24th, 25th, 26th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. So that's a good many days. So it's a very favorable month. You just have to be mindful of your health on this and during this month. The unfavorable days, this is where you need to be a little bit mindful of your health, of your energies, how you're getting along with people on these days. You'll see that you have more conflict on these days, and also keep your decisions pending on these days. So that would be the 1st, the 8th, 9th, 10th, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 27th, and the 28th. On those days, please be a little bit mindful, plan it accordingly so that way you are making the most of every opportunity and also being careful where you need to be careful. So I do hope the month of December brings a wonderful end to the year of 2024 and that you ring in 2025 with great blessings and good cheer. So until January, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for being with me today. So Taurus, December 2024 monthly horoscope. For Taurus, December is a month of inner reflection and slow, steady progress. With Jupiter retrograde in your sign, you may feel a sense of delays, gratification, or the need to revisit past decisions. Venus, your ruling planet, starts the month in Capricorn, urging you to focus on practical matters and your commitments. So later, as Venus shifts into Aquarius on December 28th, you'll crave more freedom and innovation in your relationships. Career-wise, Saturn in Aquarius pushes you forward in your long-term goals. But with Mars retrograde in Cancer, communication issues may slow things down. Now, regarding love, Venus in Capricorn encourages stability and commitment in your love life, but it is also demanding as you are required to evaluate whether your relationships are supporting your long-term goals. By the time Venus enters Aquarius at the end of the month, you may feel a desire for more independence and space in your relationships. If you're single, you might be attracted to people who offer a new perspective or are different from your usual types. Now, Mars retrograde could bring emotional tension, especially in conversations with loved ones. So choose your words very carefully. Now, regarding family dynamics, that might be a bit tricky this month. Mars retrograde in Cancer could stir up unresolved emotions, leading to misunderstandings or unspoken tensions within your family. Now, Mercury retrograde until December 15th can add to this. So be mindful of how you communicate with your relatives. By mid-month, with the sun moving into Sagittarius, the atmosphere lightens, and you may find that there is more joy in spending time with your family. Now, regarding health, Jupiter retrograde in your sign suggests a period where you should focus on long-term health strategies rather than seeking quick fixes. So pay attention to your physical body. Grounding exercises like yoga or walking in nature can be beneficial. Mars's retrograde can impact emotional stress. So make time for relaxation and self-care, especially after December 6th. Around mid-month, you might feel more motivated to establish a steady health routine. Regarding your career, Saturn in Aquarius continues to challenge you professionally, pushing you to build a solid foundation for your future. However, by Jupiter retrograde, you may experience delays in career advancement. Mercury retrograde until December 15th also urges caution when making any major work-related decisions. After mid-month, when Mercury goes direct, things start to focus more on slowing down, and you might seek clarity on future career steps as well. Now, regarding finances, financial matters will require attention, especially with Jupiter retrograde in your sign. Avoid taking unnecessary risks or making impulsive investments. Now, Venus in Capricorn supports practical financial decisions early in the month, but by the end of December, Venus in Aquarius may inspire more creative approaches to managing your finances. So double check any agreements or contracts during Mercury retrograde, especially between November 26th and December 15th. So now let's look at the calendar for Taurus. So let's look at December 1st. This is a good day to have an emotional conversation with your partner or with your spouse. So emotional depth and intensity in partnerships will be seen on this day. So be prepared for a transformative conversation with your closed one. So it's a good day. So December 2nd and 3rd, this is where you might feel a bit stressed. So focus on shared resources are also focused here, exploring new financial ideas, especially with your spouse or your in-laws. And you may feel more adventurous about spending, but proceed with caution. Now moving on to December 4th and 5th. This is a solid time for career advancement and tackling responsibilities. Focus on your long-term plans. So this is a good time for you also to see that, your energies are also in sync with your father. If you have any long distance travels that you need to do, these are good days to plan for those as well. Now, moving on to the 6th and 7th, these are great days that you want to focus on your career, on your work, and also your social connections and networking opportunities. Innovation and thinking outside the box will help you to resolve any current challenges at your workplace. And you'll see that you're getting more credit for the work that you're doing on the 6th and the 7th. Now, December 8th and 9th and 10th, this is where, you might want to go out and socialize. You might want to spend time with your friends. You might want to, food, friends, and feast. So have a good time, network, and just relax. And this is also a good time if you are looking to further invest. If you're in the stock market, if you're into the markets, this is also a good time to maybe further invest. You'll see that this is where you'll take the right steps in that area of your life. So now moving on to the 11th and the 12th. This is a time where you want to keep your decisions pending. If you have any expenses coming up, they could be unexpected expenses. So be a little bit mindful of that. And your energies might be a little bit low on these days, 11th and the 12th. You might feel a little bit isolated, and also be mindful of your energy. Like you might just feel a little bit lonely and down on these days. Now, moving on to the 13th and the 14th, these are days that you want to focus on yourself. You want to feel rejuvenated, and you want to, you'll also feel grounded, and you'll also be more in tune with yourself. So focus on self-care and personal indulgence on these days. It's a good time to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Now, moving on to the 15th and 16th, these are great days for you. These are great money days for you. You'll also see that you could benefit from your spouse, your in-laws. If you need to borrow money, if you'll see if you're in a jam, they will help you out through money as well. So if you need to ask, these are great days. The money flow will come in easily on these days. If you're in the markets, these are great days to take profit. So the 15th and 16th. If you've lent out money to somebody and need it back, these are great days to ask for it back because it'll easily come back to you. So another thing you want to do is focus on your communication and connecting with your siblings, your neighbors, and your local community as well. What I would suggest is be a little bit mindful of your speech, though. You might just get into an argument with words that you say this month. So be a little bit mindful, be a little bit more gentle with your words. Now moving on to the 17th and 18th. These are great days for you to spend with your siblings, to enjoy family time with them. Emotions may run high around family matters though, so be mindful of how you express your feelings to avoid any misunderstandings. Again, communication is a big thing this month, okay? So be really mindful of that. It could lead to a lot of misunderstandings within the household and even with your friends and family. Now moving on to 19th, 20th, and 21st. These are great days for you where you feel happy at home. You're feeling at peace with yourself, with your surroundings. You're feeling very relaxed. The energies at home are very supportive. And the energies with your mother are also very in sync on these days. If you need any support from her, she'll readily be very supportive to you on these days. And if you're looking for any comfort, it'll definitely be coming to you on these days. Now moving on to the 22nd and the 23rd. These are days where you want to be really focused on learning something new. Your focus will really be sharp on these days, and you'll also be easily able to pick up any new information. So now if you're into the stock market or if you're into those types of things and you're learning new strategies, or like some information will just click and you'll finally just get it. So these are great days for that. So the 22nd and the 23rd. Now, if you're single, these are also great days. If you want to go out on a date, you'll feel more romantic on these days. Your creativity will definitely be on a high. Now, for those of you who have kids, this is also a month where you might be a little bit worried about your kids. It might have to do with their studies. It might have to do with their health, but they'll definitely be on your mind this month. Now moving on to December 24th, 25th, and 26th. This is where you want to be a little bit mindful of your health, your energies. You might be irritable on these days, and also be careful with your speech on these days. So you could easily get into an argument on these days with someone because your energies and the energies around you are not very supportive on these days. If you have any decisions that need to be made, I would postpone them. If you have any court dates that need to be attended on, I would definitely not do anything important on these days. The energies just are not favorable. So change them to a more favorable day. Most of the days during this month are pretty favorable. So 24th, 25th, and 26th, definitely, not good days. Be mindful of your health, be mindful of expenses, be mindful of your decisions on these days. So now the 27th and the 28th, these are really nice days, especially if you're married. These are days where your energy with your spouse will be in sync. You'll get along. You'll be in a more romantic mood. If you're in a business partnership, this is also a time where you'll see eye to eye with your partner. You'll easily be able to communicate with them your ideas and your long-term views on business as well. And if you're in sales, this is where you should do really well on sales as well. Now, moving on to the 29th and the 30th, these 2 days are a bit stressful. You can also have some stress with family as well. So these are also days where the energy's they're not at their best. Now moving on to the 31st, these are days that you want to focus on the end of the year. This is where you're focusing on practical goals and on long-term plans. You want to reflect on your achievements and also set realistic intentions for the future as you're planning for 2025. So December is a great month for Taurus. You'll see great benefits this month, especially from your spouse, your in-laws. You'll see that they're very easily willing to help you out during this month. You should see some benefit from them. So Taurus, December is looking to be a great month, with 15th and 16th being your money days, and your honey days are great on the 1st, 22nd, 23rd, 27th, and the 28th, which are great days for romance. Now, the favorable days for you are 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. The 11th, 12th, 15th, 16th, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, and 30th. Those are favorable days. So that's a good many days. So December is a good month. Now, the unfavorable days are the 2nd, 3rd, 11th, 12th, 24th, 25th, 26th, 29th, and 30th. You want to be mindful on these days, okay, regarding your health, regarding any decisions you make on these days, and if you have any dates that you need to attend, any important dates, I would postpone it and not do it on these days. If you are, be mindful of your energies on these days, not just your energies, but the energies around you. So you could easily get into disputes with people on these days as well. So I would recommend that you be a little bit careful for your health, decisions, and expenses on these days as well. So there you go, Taurus. That was December 2024. I hope you make the best of every opportunity and blessing that comes your way as you plan for the coming year 2025. If you've enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for being with me today. Gemini, December 2024 horoscope. Now, the theme of the month for you, Gemini, is that you will be in receipt of money, whether it's by loan or help from family, but your pockets will still be empty. So you'll have high expenses on December. You can also see tensions from your siblings, your neighbors. If you have any court cases that are going on, you could have tensions there. You do need to be mindful of your health and your mother's health this month. And you need to be careful of the words that you speak. And also you need to drive carefully during the month of December. Home life is not as peaceful as you would like. And also there's a great chance of progress for your spouse or your partner. You'll see that they're going to be doing very well in the month of December. So first I'll do the overview for the month, followed by the calendar day-to-day predictions. So let's begin. So December 2024 brings a dynamic and transformative month for Gemini, with planetary retrogrades asking for reflection on partnerships, communication, and inner growth. With Jupiter retrograding in your 12th house of spirituality and isolation, you might find yourself diving deeper into your inner world, possibly focusing on unresolved matters from your past. Mars, the planet of action, retrogrades through your second house of finances and values before moving into your sign on January 20th, creating a shift in energy from financial matters to personal expression. Now, Venus starts the month in Capricorn, your 8th house of shared resources and intimacy, before transiting into Aquarius, the 9th house, on December 28th, where travel, higher learning, and expanding your worldviews take precedence. Now, the sun's shift into Sagittarius, your 7th house of partnerships, on December 15th, will focus attention on relationships and collaborations, urging you to seek balance and cooperation in one-on-one dynamics. And now let's look at the calendar for the month of December, the day-to-day prediction, beginning with December 1st. December 1st is not a good day for your health, so you need to focus on your health, daily routines, and work responsibilities. Be mindful of overworking or neglecting your well-being. December 2nd and 3rd, these are good days for partnerships, for relationships will take center stage. You may feel the need to bring balance and cooperation in personal or business relationships on these days. December 4th and 5th. This is about shared resources, intimacy, and inner emotional connections that will come into focus. So you might be reflecting on joint financial matters or feeling drawn to intense emotional bonds, especially with family members or with your special somebody. Now, these days are also stressful. You'll feel that your energies are a little bit stressed on the 4th and the 5th. December 6th and 7th, this is where there's an urge for intellectual stimulation or even adventure, which takes hold on these days. You may feel inspired to explore new ideas, to travel, to even learn something new on these days. The energies with your father, with someone, your mentor, they'll flow really nicely on these days. Now, December 8th, 9th, and 10th, this is a great time for you to focus on your career. So career and public image also take priority on these days. You may need to focus on your long-term goals and how you're perceived by others in your professional realm. December 11th and 12th, your social connections and friend affiliations are going to be highlighted on these days. So consider aligning your personal goals with those of your wider community. So this is a great time to network, to socialize, go out with friends. Now, if you're looking to, if you're in the stock market, these are also great days to look into doing further investment into the market. You'll know exactly what to do on these days. Now, December 13th and 14th, these are great days for you to do introspection. These are days that solitude and introspection are going to be keys during these days. So focus on rest, spirituality, or tying up any loose ends from the past. On these days, your energies also could be low. You might feel a little bit lonely. You might want to just spend time alone, and your health may not be at its best. Your energies may be low, and also you could have unexpected expenses on these days. So be mindful on 13th and 14th. Now, December 15th and 16th, these are your days. These are days where a burst of energy of self-expression arrives, giving you the confidence to take on personal projects and to make a fresh start. So you want to concentrate your energies on yourself, self-rejuvenation, self-reflection. Now, moving on to the 17th and 18th. These are great money days for you. These are your money days. So finances and material security come into focus on these days. So be mindful of your spending habits and consider your long-term financial goals. On these days, if you have you'll see that money comes to you easily on these days. If you're in the market, these are great days to take profits. You'll see that you're doing well on these days. If you need to borrow money, this is a great time to ask. The money flow comes in easy to you. Now, December 19th, 20th, and 21st. These are days that are great for you to do any local traveling. Any local traveling for work also could be done on these days. If you need to spend time with your siblings, this is where your energy will definitely be really good with one another. Communication, learning, sibling relationships, they're definitely in the spotlight on these days. So it's a great time for expressing yourself or reaching out to those in your close immediate environment on these days. Now, December 22nd and 23rd. This is where you're happy at home. Home and family matters take center stage on these days. You may feel drawn to reorganizing your living space or reconnecting with family members on these days. December 24th, 25th, and 26th. These are great days for you. Your creativity will be on a high. You'll feel romantic, and fun definitely takes over. You may feel inspired to express yourself artistically and to enjoy time with your children and your loved ones. So very good days for you. Now, December 27th and 28th. This is where you want to be a little bit mindful. These are your careful days. So health and work matters can resurface on these days. So be mindful of your physical well-being and ensure that you're taking care of the details in your daily life. Okay, because that's what's getting activated on these days. If you have any decisions that need to be made, I would postpone them until you get past the 27th and the 28th. If you have any dates that you need to appear in court or any other situation of that sort, maybe change those days to more favorable days for you. And also be mindful of your energies and the energies around you on these days, as it's very easy to get into disputes with people on these days. So December 29th and the 30th, these are great days for partnerships. So partnerships come into focus on these days. It's partnership with your business partner. It's also partnership with your married spouse. So take time to enjoy the energies, because you'll definitely be in sync during these days. So you'll feel balanced and the energies will align. Your values will be aligned on these days. Now, December 31st, this is a stressful day for you. The year ends with a focus on shared resources and emotional bonds. Okay, so reflect on your close relationships and also your joint ventures. Okay, so as the year comes to an end, focus on 2025 and all the blessings that are coming your way. I hope you make the best of every opportunity that this month presents to you. So let's go over your favorable days and your unfavorable days. So overall, you only have about 8 days that are unfavorable, which is the 1st, 4th, 5th, 13th, 14th, 27th, 28th, and 31st. Those are the days that you need to be careful in the month of December. Be careful of the decisions you're making on these days. Be careful of the energies that you have on these days, because your energy will not be at its best. You'll be irritable. The people and the energy around you will also be irritable, so you could easily get into disputes. Your health also could suffer on these days as well, and you could have unexpected expenses on these days. So these are days that you want to be a little bit more mindful of the energies of those days. Now, your money days are 17th and 18th. If you want to take profit, if you want to ask for money, you'll see money flow is really good on the 17th, 18th. The honey days, you have a good many honey days. The 2nd, 3rd, 29th, the 30th, 24, 25, 26. These are great days for romance. If you're single, they're great. If you're married, they're really good days for you to sync your energies with your partner. And also, it's a great month for you to ask for any financial support from your spouse. You'll see that it'll easily come to you during the month of December. Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching this month's calendar. Thank you. Now, moving on to Cancer December horoscope for 2024. Now, the themes of the month are there could be a breakup in love affairs if you're having an affair. Children also will have a opportunity for foreign travel. So if they're looking to study abroad, they could definitely get an opportunity for that. If you're looking to change jobs, this is not a good time for that. So I definitely wouldn't change jobs during the month of December. And you will have the opportunity to do some social work or some charity work during the month of December. So first, let's do an overview of the month, and then I will go to a detailed day-to-day look at the calendar for the month of December for you. So Cancer, December brings significant introspection and emotional depth, shaped by influence of several retrograde planets, with Jupiter in Taurus, your 11th house of dreams and aspirations. So you're definitely encouraged to reflect on your long-term goals and the connections that support those goals. So this month also calls for assessing your friendships and your community involvement. So fostering growth in these areas. Mars currently retrograde in your sign, the first house, may create feelings of frustration or confusion regarding your personal identity, your direction. As Mars transits into Gemini, your second house of finances, in late January, you'll find new focus on financial matters and how you reassess your self-worth, which is tied to your income. So Venus will be in Capricorn until December 28th, influencing your seventh house of partnerships and emphasizing the need for stability and commitment in relationships before shifting to Aquarius, your eighth house of transformation, where it will bring intensity and deep emotional connection. Now, the sun's move into Sagittarius, sixth house of health and service, on December 15th shines a light on your daily routines, your health, your work. This transit encourages you to reassess your health practices and the balance between work and personal life. Meanwhile, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th may lead to misunderstandings and delays in work-related communication. So now let's look at the monthly calendar for Cancer. December 1st, this is a good day for you to focus on learning something new. You'll see that your focus is really sharp. You're very easy to pick up any new information. If you're studying, this is a good day if you're a student. And for those who are single, this is a great romantic day. So you'll see that your creativity is on a high and you're very spontaneous on this day. December 2nd and 3rd, this is where you want to be a little bit mindful of your health, of any disputes, any debt. So be mindful of your well-being on this day. Your energies might be a little bit irritable, and the energies around you may also be a little bit unsupportive. So you could easily get into a dispute with someone on this day, or your energies could feel very low on this day. On the 4th and 5th of December, these are your honey days. This is where you'll feel romantic with your partner. And if you're in business, this is where you'll see that your energies with your partner is very in sync. You'll actually see eye to eye on your values and your long-term goals. Now moving on to the 6th and 7th of December. Now these days are unfavorable, as you might feel stressed on these days. The energies are not favorable as far as, finances, health. It just could be stressful mainly due to maybe in-laws or family or even your finances. So your energies do get better and improve, and you feel better on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. This is where, you're again feeling much better on these days. You feel like you're getting along well with your superiors, your father figure. If you want to learn something new, higher education is good for these days as well. Now the 11th and 12th, this is where you want to focus your energies on your career. This is where you want to highlight your skills and you want to showcase them to your superiors, because you definitely will get accredited for your talents here. The 13th and 14th, this is a great time to enjoy with your friends and have some fun, go out, socialize. And also, this is a great time for networking. Now, if for those of you who are in the stock market, this is also a great time to invest further into the stock market, as you will be able to understand the trends a little bit better. Now, the 15th and 16th, these are unfavorable days as far as your expenses, your health. This is a time where on these days, your energies might feel a little bit low, and you might want to self-isolate. You might want to just spend time alone. You also might just feel unsupported and feel lonely on these days. Now, the 17th, 18th, these are your days. This is, again, now the energies are flowing and you're feeling good about yourself. You're rejuvenating yourself. You're spending time on yourself. You're focusing all your energies on yourself. So these are good days for you. Now, 19th, 20th, 21st, these are your money days. This is the time where the money is flowing. So if you need to borrow money, if you need to ask for a raise, if you need to maybe take profits into the stock market, this is a good time. You'll see that the money comes easily to you on these days. And also you can if you need to borrow money from your spouse or your in-laws, this is also a good time to ask them as well. Now, the 22nd, 23rd, these are good days for you to enjoy local travel. You could have local travel for work. If you need to spend time with your siblings and you want to have a good time with them, these 2 days are a really good time where your energies will be in sync. If you want to enjoy some time and just, do your hobbies, it's also a really good 2 days for that. Now, the 24th, 25th, and 26th, these are days that are good for you. The energies are very supportive. Your home environment is very supportive, and you'll feel at peace. Your energies with your maternal energies in your life, your family, your mom, those energies will be very supportive for you. You'll definitely be happy at home here. On the 27th and 28th, this is where your focus again is highlighted. If you want to learn something new, a great day for that. If you are single and you want to go on a date, these are great days for that because you'll definitely be feeling very romantic on these days, and the feelings will be reciprocated on these days. Now, on the 29th and 30th, this is unfavorable days. This is where you need to be a little bit mindful of your health. You need to be mindful of expenses and debt and disputes, as your energies will be irritated. You will not be feeling your best, and the energies around you will not be very supportive either. Now, if you have court dates, if you have dates that are difficult dates, I would postpone them to a more favorable day, as these energies are not favorable. If you're looking at December 31st, this is a great day, great romantic day with your spouse. If you are doing anything in business with your business partner, again, this is a very favorable day for that as well. So overall, December 2024 is a very favorable month for Cancer natives. So again, your honey days are the 4th, 5th, 27th, 28th, and 31st. Your money days are the 19th, 20th, and 21st. If you're looking to further invest, the 13th, 14th are great days for that. And if you're looking to learn something from the stock market, then the 1st, 27th, and 28th are great days for that. So you'll definitely be able to pick up on the trends on those days. So I hope you make the best of every opportunity that December presents to you, and be mindful on the days that you need to be careful, which are the 1st, 4th, 5th, 13th, 14th, 27th, 28th, and 31st, because these days are unfavorable. So you just want to be a little bit mindful on those days. So I hope today's video, you have found it informative. If you have, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please know that your support is very much appreciated. Thank you for watching today. Now moving on to Leo horoscope for the month of December 2024. So the theme of the month is learning something new. You could also have a very special guest come visit you. This could be somebody of a high status or just somebody very important. Now there also are good chances of you to purchase a home. And you could also have expenses on purchasing luxury type items. One thing I would say is this month is where you have to be a little bit mindful of your health. So first, let's do an overview of the month, and then I will do a day-to-day prediction with your calendar for the month of December. So let's begin. So December 2024 is a month of significant growth, self-expression, and deep emotional insights. The month kicks off with Jupiter in Taurus, 10th house of career and public life, urging you to reflect on your professional goals and the legacy that you want to create. Now, your ambitions are heightened, and you may find new opportunities for advancements and recognition in your field. So Mars retrograde in Cancer, the 12th house, can lead to introspection and reevaluation of your spiritual beliefs and your hidden motivations. So you might find yourself addressing past traumas or subconscious patterns that impact your current situation. Now, once Mars shifts into Gemini, first house, in late January, you'll gain clarity and confidence in pursuing your goals. The sun's transit into Sagittarius, the fifth house of creativity, of romance, of learning, of children, on December 15th enhances your natural creativity, your natural self-expression, and desire for fun. This is the house of fun. So this is an excellent time to engage in artistic pursuits, romantic activities, and playful endeavors. Meanwhile, Venus, which transits into Capricorn on December 2nd and then into Aquarius on December 28th, will affect your sixth house of health and daily routines, emphasizing the need for balance in your work-life dynamic and self-care practices. Now, Mercury's retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th may bring challenges in communication and creativity. So be mindful of misunderstandings, especially in your romantic life and your creative endeavors during this period. So now let's look at the calendar. So your honey days are the 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 7th, 29th, and 30th. These days are really good with your partner to do any kind of romantic dating, just to sync your energies together to get support from your partner and your love interest. Your money days are the 22nd and the 23rd. This is where your energies will be flowing really nicely as far as money is concerned. Now, for unfavorable days for the month of December would be the 4th, the 5th, the 17th, 18th, and 31st. This is where you want to be a little bit mindful of your health, of your expenses, of disputes. So if you have any court dates, if you have anything important, I wouldn't recommend you do it on these days as the energies are unfavorable. So you won't get the support that you need. So now let's look at the day-to-day predictions. So December 1st, this is where your energies at home are really favorable. You'll feel happy at home. If you need to have a discussion with your mom, you need your mom's support, this is a great time. She'll be very supportive with you. Your home environment will be very supportive. The 2nd and 3rd, this is where you're feeling very focused. This is where if you're wanting to learn something new, great days for that. If you want to go out on a date, you're single. These are great romantic dates for days for you to go on a date. Now, the 4th and the 5th, this is where you'll need to be a little bit mindful because, again, these are unfavorable regarding your health, debt, and disputes. So you might feel your energies are low, you're not feeling your best, and the energies around you are not supportive. So, again, if you have something important, maybe postpone it to a more favorable date. Now, the 6th and 7th, this is where, your energies with your honey are really flowing. These are romantic days. This is where you're in sync with your partner. You're seeing eye to eye, and these are good romantic days for you. Now, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, this is a time where you could feel a little bit overstressed. So you need to maybe take a step back, take an introspective step back and look at life and situations. So maybe regarding finances, maybe regarding family. But you are feeling definitely stressed. Your energies are not at its best here. It also could be health related as well. Now, 11th and 12th, this is now the energies are starting to turn. You're feeling better. They're more positive energies and you're doing well again. Now, 13th and 14th, this is where you want to concentrate on your career. Focus your energies on your skill set. Present yourself well at work. If you have meetings that need to be done, these are great days for that. You'll definitely get the results that you want on these days. The 15th and 16th, these are days that you want to spend networking, socializing, go out with your friends, have a good time, and enjoy yourself. Now, for those of you who are in the stock market, these are great days to look at your investments if you want to invest any further. 17th, 18th, these are unfavorable days regarding health, disputes, expenses, energy. You might feel lonely on these days. Your energies could be very low, and you also could spend some money on luxury items here. Okay, so even though you're spending money, it's money that you want to spend here. Now, the 19th, 20th, 21st, these are good days. This is where you're, again, now focusing your energy on yourself, on self-reflection, self-rejuvenation. So maybe meditate, do some yoga, relax. Now, the 22nd and 23rd, these are your money days. These are really good days where money flow is just wonderful. So if you have money that you need to, you've lent out, you need to get it back, this is a great day to ask for that. If you need money from your spouse, if you need any kind of cash from your friends, this is a great time to ask because chances are really high that you'll get a positive response. So you'll see that you have more money in your pocket. Now, for those of you who are in the stock market, this is a time where you might want to take profits. You'll see that you have better gains on these days. On the 24th, 25th, and 26th, these are great days for you to spend time with your siblings, your neighbors, your local community. You may even want to do some local traveling or spend some time doing your hobbies. You'll find it quite enjoyable. The 27th and 28th, this is where you're happy at home. This is where your home environment is very pleasing to you. This is where you're feeling relaxed and the energies are very supportive. 28th and 29th are great days, and the 30th. So the 29th and 30th, this is where you're feeling romantic again. And if you are single, great days for you. And for you who are like students, these are great days for you to really focus your energies on your studies. You can do really, really well, especially if you have exams and you have tests, you have projects you need to hand in. You should see good results on these days. Now, the 31st of December, again, unfavorable day for you, which is regarding your health, debts, and disputes. Now, here, if you have any decisions that need to be made, I would say maybe postpone them. Chances are you would not be happy with the decisions you've made, and somebody also could take advantage of your decision making here. So you might, decide to help someone out, and it may be costly to you. So think twice before your decisions are made on this day. And regarding your health, your energies could be very low here. You could be irritable. So you could very easily get into an argument with somebody on these days. So again, the unfavorable days are the 4th, 5th, 17th, 18th, and 31st. So overall, it's only 5 days of the month that you need to be a little bit cautious of. The remainder of the month is looking quite wonderful. So it's a very, very good day for you, romantic month for you as well. So Leo, I hope you make the best of every opportunity that December presents to you and be mindful on those days that you need to be a little bit careful. And I hope that you ring in the new year with joy and with blessings. I'm always sending love and light to you. So if you found today's video informative and enjoyable, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to press that bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching today. Virgo horoscope for the month of December 2024. The theme of the month is boredom in marriage, support from your siblings. You could have a big dream come true, and you could also see success at your workplace. So first, let's do an overview of the month for Virgo, and then after that, I will go over your monthly calendar with a day-to-day prediction. So for Virgo, December is a month of exploration and transformation, emphasizing personal growth in relationships, in your relationship dynamics, with Jupiter in Taurus, the 9th house of higher learning and spirituality. Now, you're encouraged to seek knowledge, expand your horizons, and explore new philosophies. This transit is an excellent opportunity for travel, education, for spiritual pursuits, fostering a broader perspective on your life. Now, Mars is currently retrograde in Cancer, the 11th house, prompting you to reevaluate your friendships, your social network. And you may find yourself reflecting on your aspirations and the support system in your life. As Mars transits into Gemini, the 12th house, in late January, you'll experience an increase in introspection and a desire to explore your inner world. Now, the sun's entry into Sagittarius on December 15th, your fourth house and of home and family, your mother, this emphasizes your domestic life, encouraging you to nurture family relationships and to create a harmonious home environment. Now, Venus will be in Capricorn, the fifth house of creativity and romance, until December 28th, enhancing your creativity and your creative expression and romantic endeavors. Now, before moving into Aquarius, which is the sixth house of health and of your daily routine, your work, of loans and debt. So here the emphasis will be on creating a balance between life-work dynamics. Now, Mercury, your ruling planet, is in retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th, which may lead to misunderstandings or even delays in your communication, particularly regarding home and family matters. So it's wise to be patient and double check details during this period. So now let's look at the calendar for daily predictions. Now, December 1st, this is a very favorable month for you to spend time with your siblings. You'll see that their energy is very in sync with yours. They'll be very supportive. The 1st, the 27th, and the 28th, those are really great days to spend with your siblings, even to do some local traveling maybe with them or just for local work as well. Now, the 2nd and 3rd, this is where you're happy at home. You guys are having a good time. The energies are very supportive. The 4th and 5th, these are also very good dates for you. This is, if you're single, this is a great time to go out on a date, enjoy yourself, be a little spontaneous. And it's also a good time to learn something new as well. You'll see that you're better able to really take in the information that you're learning. Now, on the 6th and 7th, this is where the energies become a little bit unfavorable for you regarding your health, debt, and disputes. You'll see that your energies are not very in sync with the people around you. You'll be irritable. People around you will be irritable, so you could very easily get into a dispute with someone. Regarding your debts, you could also have some stress regarding your debts here, and your health may not be at its best. Your energies could be low here. And you could just not be feeling your best. So if you have any court dates, if you have dates that are very important for you to get something done or a meeting, maybe these are not the best dates for that as the energies are not supportive. Now, moving on to the 8th, 9th, and 10th. These are your honey days. These days you should be feeling better and you're getting some support from your spouse as well. If you're in business, this is a great time for you to actually collaborate with your partner, maybe go over long-term goals, and you'll be able to communicate your ideas better with your partner. Overall, you'll see this is a month where there is some boredom in your marriage. Everything is going great. The energy, home environment is good. It's just the spontaneity is not so much there. So there is this sense of boredom. Now, the 11th and 12th, this is where the energies again are unfavorable. You may feel a little bit stressed here. So it's 2 days where you're not feeling your best. You could be just overthinking. It could have something to do with family, with expenses. So, but those 2 days pass, and the 13th and 14th, you're feeling much better. The energies are much better. So, you're also able to, if you're wanting to sit down with your father, have a chat with him, and maybe even go out and have some spend a day with your father. These are great days for that because the energies with your father will be supportive on these days. So the 13th and 14th, you'll see that he's more in sync with you. Now, the 15th and 16th, this is where you want to actually really put your foot down and really focus on your work. You want to focus on your career and your skill set. So if you have any meetings at work, these are great days for those meetings because you will get the results that you desire here. People around you in the work environment will also be very supportive to you, and they'll appreciate your skill set. Now, on the 17th and 18th, this is where you want to go out, enjoy after working really hard. You want to have a good time. So this is a good time to socialize, to network. And also for those of you who are in the stock market. This is a good time for you to, if you want to invest further into the stock market, this is 2 days where you could actually look at the market and understand the trends better, and maybe invest further. Now, on the 19th, 20th, and 21st, this is where, again, the energies are unfavorable here regarding your health, your debt, expenses, disputes. Your energies are low here. You're also feeling very isolated. You're not feeling supported here. And, overall, it's very unfavorable. So I would say that if you have any important dates, maybe postpone those days to a more favorable time. If you have decisions that need to be made, maybe make them on, let these 3 days pass and hold off on making decisions. Keep them pending, okay? Now, on the 22nd and 23rd, these are your days. This is where you regain your energies. This is where you feel better. You're in a better mood. You have higher energies here. So you want to self-rejuvenate and you want to self-recover on these days. So spend some time, focus on yourself, spend some time doing the things you want to do. Now, on the 24th, 25th, and 26th, again, great energy on these days. This is where the money flow is really good. These are your money days. So if you need to take profit from the stock market, these are great days for that. You'll see that you're doing really well on these days. If you want to play the lottery, if you want to go to the casino, great days for that. You'll see that you'll do better on these days. If you lent money out to someone and need it back, this is a good time to ask for it back because you won't have any objections. You'll see that you actually will have cash in your wallet on these days. And for those of you who want to ask your spouse for some money, this is also a good time for that as well. They'll be more receptive to giving you that cash. Now, on the 27th and 28th, again, your siblings will be very supportive on these days. This is, you could spend some time doing hobbies with them, or even take a trip, maybe a local trip or a trip for work. So these could be very good days, favorable days. So this is a really good week for you from the 22nd onwards. Very good week. Now, on the 29th and the 30th, this is where you'll find that your home environment is very supportive. Your mother is very willing to listen and support you. Your home environment is very peaceful and enjoyable. And on the 31st, again, you could be very focused on this day. If you want to learn something new, this is a good time for that. You'll really be able to absorb that information. If you're someone who is, invested in the stock market, this is somewhere where you could actually take time to learn more about your investments or the stock market. You'll be able to take in more information on this day. So, again, your honey days are the 4th, 5th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 31st. This is where you'll find that your significant other is more receptive to you and the energies flow better between you. And on the 24th, 25th, and 26th, this is where you'll see that the money flow is really good because these are your money days. Now, where I would say that you need to be a little bit mindful is the 6th, 7th, 11th, 12th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. These days are unfavorable and you need to be a little bit mindful. So you need to practice a little bit caution. If decisions need to be made, please don't make them on these days. Make them on the more favorable days. You have a lot of really good favorable days this month. So there you go, Virgo. That is your December forecast for 2024. I hope you found today's video informative. If you have, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching today. Libra December horoscope for 2024. So this is Vedic astrology and I am doing ascendant sign here. So please use your ascendant sign for accurate predictions. So the theme of the month is that you'll have a wonderful time with your siblings this month. You could also have travel with your spouse. And you could be having a guest over or be a guest at someone's house. So the home environment is quite happy this month. And you could also see an increase in your reputation. So it's a very, very good month for you, Libra. So first we'll do an overview of the month, followed by the calendar day-to-day prediction, and we'll go over your honey days and your money days, your unfavorable days and your favorable days. So let's begin with an overview. So December 2024 is a pivotal month for Libra, highlighting the theme of self-discovery, relationships, career aspirations, with Jupiter positioned in your in Taurus, which is your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. You're encouraged to delve deep into your emotional and financial partnerships. So this is an excellent time for personal growth, as you may experience profound transformations in your relationships and your financial outlook. So embrace opportunities for intimacy and shared experiences, as they can lead to significant insights and progress. Now, Mars is currently retrograde in Cancer, which is your 10th house, prompting a reassessment of your career goals and public image. So you may feel frustrated with the professional trajectory, leading to introspection about your aspirations and how to achieve them. As Mars transits into Gemini, which is your 11th house, in late January, you'll gain clarity on your social networks and your friendships, which will be enhancing your ability to collaborate with others. Now, the Sun's entry into Sagittarius on December 15th, which is the 3rd house of communication and learning, which reinvigorates your mind and it encourages creative expression. This period is ideal for networking, sharing ideas, and communication, and it will enhance your communication skills. Venus will be in Capricorn, 4th house of home and family, until December 28th, urging you to create harmony in your domestic life. After December 28th, as Venus moves into Aquarius, which is 5th house of creativity, your focus will shift towards romance, creativity, and self-expression. Now, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th may bring misunderstandings or even delays in your communication, particularly regarding projects or discussions involving siblings or close friends. So patience and careful expression will be crucial during this time to avoid any miscommunication. So now let's look at the calendar. So first, your honey days, which is the 6th, 7th, 11th, and 12th. This is where your energies will be really receptive with your partner. This is where you'll have a good time with them, and your energies will be very much in sync. The 1st, the 27th, and 28th, these are great money days for you, where you'll see that the money flow is really good on these days. Your unfavorable days, those are the days where you need to be a little bit more mindful. That was the 8th, 9th, 10th, the 13th, the 14th, the 22nd, and the 23rd. These are dates that are unfavorable regarding your health, debt, disputes, any expenses you may have. You could easily get into a dispute with someone because your energies are low. You might be irritable. They might be irritable around you. So the energies are not supportive on these days. If you have meetings, if you have court dates, if you have important things that need to be done, keep your decisions also pending. So these are unfavorable days. Maybe move those things to more favorable days of the month, which you have a good number of favorable days. So maybe change those things around so that way you have better results that you would like to get. So let's look at the day-to-day calendar. So December 1st, that's a good money flow day for you. This is where you should have money in your wallet. If you're looking to take profits from the stock market, again, great day for that. Also, if you're looking to borrow money or get money back that you've lent out, good time to ask for that back. Now, the 2nd and 3rd, this is where your energies with your siblings are really nice. You're getting along very nicely. You're seeing eye to eye. You could also do some local travel with them, or just related to local travel in general. This is also a good time to do some hobbies. The home environment is also really nice, especially on the 4th and 5th. You'll see that you're quite happy at home. The home environment is very supportive. Even on the 6th and the 7th, very nice days for you. This is a good time, especially if you're students. It's a good time for you to focus your energies on learning. If you're single, these are great days for you to go out on a date, because you'll see that the energies are reciprocated on these days, and you're also feeling very spontaneous on these days, very creative. So on the 8th, 9th, and 10th, these energies are unfavorable. This is where you could have health issues with any kind of disputes, court dates, expenses, debts. This is where, you're not feeling your best and the energies around you are not supportive. So if you have decisions that need to be made, I would say hold off until that 8, 9, and 10th have passed. You'll see that you'll be more happy with the decisions that you're making afterwards. Now, the 11th and 12th, these are happy days for you at home with your honey, because these are your honey days. You'll see that your energies with your spouse are in sync. Now, if you're in business, this is where you'll see that you're seeing more eye to eye with your partner as well. Now, the 13th and 14th, these are stressful days. This is where your energies are not, they're not doing quite well. It could be health related, it could be debt related, it could be dispute related. So again, stressful 2 days there. Now, 15th and 16th, now your energies have improved. They're getting better. You're feeling much better on these days. So now the 17th, 18th, this is where you want to focus on your career. You want to put your best foot forward at work. This is where you want to showcase your skill set. This is where your coworkers and your superiors will see that you know what you bring to the table. If you have any meetings on these days, you'll see that they're more favorable for you. Now, the 19th, 20th, and 21st, this is where you want to network. This is where you want to socialize. Spend time with your friends. Go out, have some fun. And for those of you who are in the stock market, this is a good time for you to invest further. Okay, so take a look at the stock market. You'll definitely learn something new, and you'll actually make better decisions on investing further in the market. Now, the 22nd and 23rd, this is where you actually will see that these energies are a little bit unfavorable regarding your health, expenses, any decisions that need to be made. Maybe hold off. Don't make them on these 2 days. Your energies are also very low on these days, where you don't quite feel like you want to engage with people. You might want to spend time more alone. You could also feel lonely. You could also feel that you're not being supported during these 2 days. Now, the 24th, 25th, and 26th, these are your days. These are days that you want to focus on yourself, rejuvenate yourself, re-energize yourself. So spend some time, do some meditation, do some yoga, maybe read a book. Good days for you. To the 27th and the 28th, these are good money flow days for you. So again, if you want to take profit from the stock market, you should see good profits on these days. You should have money in your wallet on these days. If you need to borrow money or get money back that you've lent out, good days to ask for that money back. On the 29th and the 30th, these are good days to do some hobbies, local traveling, spend time with your siblings. Good time for you, because your home environment is really good on these 3 days, the 29th, 30th, and 31st. You'll see it's a very supportive environment. Now, this is a really good month for you, where you will see an increase in your reputation, especially with work. You should see some good results there. And you could also have a guest come over. You could also be a guest at someone else's house during the month of December. And you could also see some traveling with your spouse. And it's a very good, happy month at home for the Libra native. So I hope you make the best of every opportunity that December brings to you. And I hope you ring in the new year with joy and with blessings. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching today. Scorpio horoscope for the month of December 2024. I am using Vedic astrology, and I am using your ascendant sign, your Lagna. So the theme of the month is that you need to be careful for your health. You might take too much stress. It is also a good money flow month for you, but you do need to watch your expenses. It's also a great time to learn something new. You'll definitely really absorb that information, and you could get good job opportunity this month as well. So first I'll do a general overview for the month, followed by the calendar with day-to-day prediction for your money days, your honey days, your favorable days, and your unfavorable days. So please stay tuned. So let's begin with the overview. So December is looking to be a transformative month for Scorpio, marked by significant introspection and powerful personal growth. With Jupiter transiting in Taurus, you may find opportunities for deepening your relationships and enhancing collaborations with others. This is a favorable time to evaluate your partnerships, whether it's personal or professional, and to embrace new dynamics that support your aspirations. Now, Mars is currently retrograde in Cancer, prompting a reassessment of your beliefs and long-term goals. So you may feel drawn to explore new philosophies or travel plans, but frustrations can arise, urging you to rethink what you truly resonate with your inner self. Now, as Mars transits into Gemini in late January, expect a surge of energy to pursue your career goals. You'll definitely be more assertive in pursuing your career goals. Now, the Sun enters Sagittarius on December 15th. Shifting your focus towards financial matters and personal values. This is an excellent time to reassess your financial goals and align with the core values, helping you establish a solid foundation for the upcoming year. Now, Venus will be in Capricorn until December 28th, enhancing your social interactions and creative expression. Now, after December 28th, as Venus moves into Aquarius, you will prioritize creating harmony and nurturing your home environment. Now, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th may lead to misunderstandings or delays in financial discussions. It's crucial to double check contracts and financial agreements during this period to avoid any potential mishaps. Now, let's look at your calendar. Now, your money days are the 2nd, the 3rd, the 29th, and the 30th. This is where you'll see great money flow. You should have cash in your wallet on these days. And your honey days, which is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 13th, and 14th. This is where you'll see your energies with your partner or your significant other is in sync. So your unfavorable days is the 11th, 12th, 15th, 16th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. Now, these are the days you need to be mindful of this month. This is where you could have health issues, debt issues, disputes, and stress. If you have any decisions that need to be made, it's best to avoid them on these days because the results of those decisions will not be good. You won't be happy with it afterwards. And also, someone could use you to their own benefit. So you could also have expenses incurred for someone else, which you did not intend to. So be mindful of these unfavorable days. If you have any court cases or you have meetings, maybe postpone them and make them for the more favorable days, which you have quite many favorable days this month. So now let's begin with the day-to-day predictions. Now, December 1st is your day. This is the day where you want to focus on yourself, rejuvenate yourself, re-energize yourself, do some meditation, some yoga, go to the gym, spend time on you. Okay. Now, the 2nd and the 3rd, these are money flow days. These are your money days where money actually flows in very easily, very nicely, without much effort. Now, for those of you who are in the stock market, these are days you might want to take profit. This is where you'll see you're doing quite well on these days. On the 4th and 5th, this is where you'll see that your energies with your siblings is quite nice. They're in sync with you. If you want to do any local trip traveling, this is a good time for that, the 4th and the 5th. If you need to travel for work, local travel, this is a good time for that as well. Now, the 6th and the 7th, this is where you're happy at home. This is where the energies at home are very, very supportive to you. You're feeling at peace. So the first week of December is looking quite lovely. Now, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, again, really good days for you. This is where the romantic energy is lit. Now you are creative and you're also very spontaneous on these days. Now, if you're a student, these are great days to learn something new. Your focus will be really sharp on these days. Now, the 11th and the 12th, these are your first unfavorable days of the month. This is where you need to be a little bit careful of your health, of debt, of disputes. This is where you'll find that your energy is not quite receptive to other people, and people are not supportive to your energy on these days. So it's a little bit more challenging. So if you have meetings on these days, if you have court cases on these days, it's best to maybe do them on the more favorable days so that you have a better outcome. Now, on the 13th and 14th, these are very lovely days for you. This is where you could have support from your significant other, your spouse. And if you're in business, you could get support from your business partner, where you're more in sync with your business partner. Now, the 15th and 16th, these are stressful days for you. Again, unfavorable days. So I would not recommend doing any meetings or any dates on these days. These also could be related to family stress or financial stress as well. Now, the 17th and 18th, this is where your energies have turned. You're feeling better. You're feeling lucky. Now, this is where your energy with your father is very much in sync. If you have any mentors, any gurus, if you have anybody you look up to, this is a good time to spend with them. You'll see that your energies flow really nicely with them. Moving on to the 19th, 20th, and 21st. These are great days for you to focus on your career. Okay, so definitely showcase your skill set at work. If you have any meetings, you'll see good results on these days. And also the work environment will be very supportive to you. Your superiors will be more receptive to you as well. Now, the 22nd and the 23rd, this is where you want to have fun with your friends. You want to socialize. You could even do some social networking here as well. You'll see good results of that and you'll enjoy yourself. Now, if you're doing any social media, that's also a good 2 days for that. If you are someone who practices in the stock market, this is where you might want to look at the market and maybe invest further. So again, consult a professional for that. The 24th, 25th, and 26th, again, these energies are not good for you for the month. These are where you could have health issues, you could have debt issues, dispute issues, low energy expenses, unexpected expenses. So definitely keep an eye on your expenses this month. Even though the cash flow looks good, the expenses will be quite high. Now, the 27th, 28th, these are your days, okay? Again, the energies are good here. You want to now look back at the month and revisit your decisions, rejuvenate yourself, revigorate yourself, spend some time on you, do some meditation, do some yoga, spend time reflecting. Now, the 29th and the 30th, these are great days for you. They're great money days for you. So again, if you're looking to take profit, you'll see good profit on these days. If you've lent out money to someone and need it back, this is a good time to ask for it. And also, if you're married, you could ask your spouse to help you out financially. They'll be more receptive to helping you out financially on these days. So the 2nd, the 3rd, the 29th, and the 30th are really good financial days for you. Now, the 31st, this is, again, where you could do some local traveling. You could do some hobbies and enjoy yourself. It's a very positive day for you. Your environment will be quite supportive for you. So, Scorpio, December is looking to be a really good month for you. Just be mindful of the 11th, the 12th, 15th, the 16th, 24th, 25th, 26th. These days are unfavorable, where you need to be a little bit mindful of your energy and the energy around you. And I hope you make the most of every opportunity that December presents to you. And I hope you ring in the new year with joy and with blessings. If you've enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, don't forget to press that bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for your support. Sagittarius monthly horoscope for December 2024. First, I'll do a general overview of the month for you, and then we'll look at the calendar to do your day-to-day prediction, where I will forecast your honey days, your money days, your unfavorable days, and your favorable days. So let's begin with the theme of the month, which is you will definitely take time out for yourself this month. You'll concentrate your energies on you. It's a good time for students who want to learn and focus on their school. This is where you'll see that their focus is really sharp. It's also a good month to spend time with your friends and networking. So it's a good month for family, food, fun, and friends. So it's looking to be a fabulous month for Sagittarius. So let's begin with the overview. Before I begin, let me remind you that this is Vedic astrology, and I do use your ascendant sign to do the predictions. Okay, so December 2024 is set to be a exhilarating month for Sagittarius, bursting with opportunities for adventure and personal growth and self-discovery. As the sun illuminates your sign from December 15th to January 13th, 2025, you'll find yourself energized and ready to take on new challenges. This is your time to shine. So embrace your natural optimism and let's guide you through this exciting experience. Now, with Jupiter residing in Taurus, this month encourages you to prioritize your well-being and to rethink your daily routines. You may uncover new ways to enhance your productivity and to develop healthier habits. So take advantage of the influence to seek out new opportunities for personal and professional development. However, be mindful of Mars, which currently is retrograde in Cancer, pushing you to confront deeper emotional issues and transforming how you view shared resources and intimate relationships. Use this time for introspection, exploring your fears and your desires, which can lead to profound personal insights. Now, when Mars moves into Gemini in late January, you'll be ready to charge ahead with your newfound clarity and confidence. Now, Venus will be in Capricorn until December 28, prompting you to focus on communication and intellectual connections. Engage in stimulating conversations and creative projects, as this energy can enhance your social life. Now, after December 28th, as Venus moves into Aquarius, you'll find opportunities for recognition and advancement in your professional life. Now, Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th, causing potential misunderstandings, miscommunication, or even delays. So be particularly careful when expressing your thoughts, especially in personal relationships. Now, once Mercury goes direct, you'll find and feel a refreshing wave of clarity, perfect for setting ambitious goals for the new year coming ahead. So now let's look at your calendar. Now, your money days are the 4th, 5th, the 31st. So money flow will be really good on these days. The honey days for you are the 11th, the 12th, the 15th, and the 16th. This is where your energies with your loved one will definitely be really nice and in sync. Now, your unfavorable days where you need to be a little bit careful, practice some caution, is the 1st, the 13th, 14th, 27th, and 28th, and 17th and 18th. Those days are the days where your health may suffer. You may feel stressed. You might have to deal with debt and disputes. And if you have any decisions that need to be made, I would hold off on those days. And also, your expenses could be high on those days. Your energies could be low. So just be mindful on those days. There's not that many. You have a lot of really favorable days for the month. So just focus your good energy on those days. So now let's begin the day-to-day prediction. So December 1st is where it begins off on an unfavorable note for the first day of December. Be mindful of your health on this day. Your energies could be low. You might have to be doing some decision making, which should be keep that pending, okay? And also be mindful of your energy and the energy around you. It will not be supportive. Now, the 2nd and the 3rd, these are your days. This is where you could focus your energies on yourself, okay? Meditate, rejuvenate yourself, give yourself some energy on these days. Focus on you. The 4th and the 5th, these are your money days. These are where the money flow will be really good for you. If you're looking to take profits from the markets, this is a good time where you should see profits on these days, and you should have money in your wallet on these days. Now, the 6th and the 7th, these are good days to spend with your siblings. Your home environment for this week is really good for the first week of December. So the 8th, 9th, and 10th are really happy days at home. The 11th and 12th, these are really romantic days, spontaneous days, days where your focus will be really sharp. Now, if you're a student, these are great days for you to focus on your studies. And if you're in creative arts, this is where you'll see your creativity is on a peak. So you'll do really well with your creative type projects. Now, moving on to the 13th and 14th, these are unfavorable days where you need to be a little bit mindful of your health, your debts, and disputes. The energy around you is unfavorable on these days. So if you have any decisions that need to be made, I would hold off, keep them pending. Now, moving on to the 15th and 16th, these are favorable days for you. This is where you'll get along well with your spouse. You'll find that your energies are really in sync. And for those of you who are in partnership as far as business, you'll find that on these days, you'll actually get along better with your business partner. Now, the 17th and 18th, these are stressful days for you. So again, unfavorable days. So on these days, you want to kind of focus away from the stress, try to relax a little bit and take your mind off the pressures of life. 19th, 20th, and 21st, these are good days. Now, your energies have shifted into a more positive space. Your focus is more on the spiritual aspects of life, higher learning. You might even think of doing some long distance travel during these days. Now, the 22nd and the 23rd, again, good energy days. This is where you want to focus on your career. You want to put your hard work in at the office or your workplace, and you definitely will get credit for the work that you're doing. You'll get recognition for the work that you're doing. If you have meetings on these days, you'll see positive results on those days. Now, the 24th, 25th, and 26th, these are good days. Again, very favorable. This is where you want to go out with your friends, have fun, socialize. And during the socializing, you can also do some social networking, networking for your work as well. And also, if you're in the stock market or you're looking to invest, these are days that are great if you want to invest any further into the market. You'll see that you'll have a clear indication, a clear idea of where you want your investments to go. Now, the 27th, 28th, these are unfavorable days regarding your health, debts, disputes, expenses, unexpected expenses, and your energies could be low. You could feel like you're not getting the support that you deserve. You could feel very lonely, very isolated, and it could just be that that's just how you feel. Your energies just could be low on those days. So just be mindful of that. And if you have any decisions to be made, keep them pending. Okay. So maybe let this energy pass. Now, on the 29th, 30th, and 31st, these are great days for you. You want to focus your energies on yourself, rejuvenate, refresh yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, maybe do some yoga, some meditation. Now, on the 31st, that is a great money day for you. You'll see that the money flow is good on this day. If you want to take profits, you'll see that this might be a good day to take profits from the markets as well. So Sagittarius, just be mindful of the 1st, 13th, 14th, 27th, 28th, the 17th and the 18th. These are unfavorable days for you. So your energies could be low. You could be dealing with health issues of other people, family or friends, and also debts and disputes. So your energies might be irritated. You might easily get irritated. People might get easily irritated by you and cause some kind of disputes there. Now, if you have any dates as far as meetings or court cases or any kind of dates where you need to be, these are unfavorable days. So maybe it would be best to rearrange your schedule to the days that are more favorable for you so that you get outcomes that you deserve. Okay. Now, your honey days, the 11th, 12th, 15th, and 16th, that's where you will feel loved. You'll feel supported by your honey. And your money days, the 4th, 5th, 31st, are great money flow days for you. So Sagittarius, there you go. That was the month of December 2024. I hope you make the best of every opportunity that this month presents to you. And I hope you ring in the new year with cheers and blessings. And I'm sending you love and light. If you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my videos. And while you're at it, don't forget to press that bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for your support. Capricorn monthly horoscope for December 2024. The theme of the month is you'll have a great time with your siblings. The home environment is quite nice this month, and you need to be careful regarding your health. So be a little bit mindful of that. In this video, I will go over your honey days, your money days, your daily calendar for the month. And before I begin, I'll do a general overview for the month. I just want to remind you that this is Vedic astrology and I am using your ascendant sign. So December 2024 is a pivotal month for Capricorn, marking a time of significant introspection and personal growth, with the sun entering your sign on December 15th and illuminating your first house of self-identity. You'll feel a surge of energy and motivation to take charge of your life. Now, this is the moment to shine and showcase your ambitions to the world. Now, Jupiter is currently transiting in Taurus, so that is the 5th house of creativity and romance, encouraging you to explore your artistic side and to indulge in fun, romantic experiences. It's an ideal time to express your creativity. So engage in hobbies and enjoy social outings with loved ones. Embrace the joyful and playful energy that this transit brings. Now, Mars is retrograde in Cancer until January 20th, urging you to reflect on relationships. You may encounter tensions or unresolved issues with partners that require your attention. So use this retrograde phase to evaluate your emotional connections and seek clarity on what you truly desire in your partnerships. Now, Venus will be in Capricorn until December 28th, enhancing your charm and magnetism. So this transit allows you to present yourself authentically and to attract positive attention from others. Now, after December 28th, when Venus moves into Aquarius, you'll focus on financial matters, setting practical goals for the new year. With Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th, be cautious in your communication. Misunderstandings could arise, so double check important dates, especially related to your career or public image. Now, once Mercury goes direct, you'll experience a refreshing wave of clarity, perfect for launching new projects. So now let's look at the calendar for Capricorn. So December 1st is a great time to spend with friends, networking, socializing. It's a good day. The 2nd and 3rd are unfavorable days for you regarding your health, debts, disputes, and expenses, especially unexpected expenses. I would say that your energies on these days, the 2nd and the 3rd, will be low. You might feel lonely. You might feel isolated. You might want to self-isolate on these days. You may just not feel very supported with the energy around you. Now, the 4th and the 5th, these are your days. These are days where you want to concentrate your energies on yourself. Focus on nurturing yourself. So meditate, go out, relax, and rejuvenate yourself. Now, the 6th and the 7th, these are great days for you. These are great money days for you. This is where you'll see that you have money in your wallet and the money flow is good on these days, especially if you're someone who is in the stock market. These might be good days for you to take profit on these days. Now, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, these are great days for you. Again, very favorable for you to do some local trip traveling. It could be for leisure, it could be for work, but great days for that. If you want to take some time out and do some hobbies, again, great days for that. Your energy with your siblings and your home environment will also be really good on those days, followed with the 11th and the 12th, where you'll find that your home environment is quite happy, it's quite supportive. Your energies with your mother are quite nice and supportive, so really good days for you. The first week is quite nice. Now the 13th, 14th, those are, again, very favorable days. Your spontaneity on these days will be really good. Your focus will be really good. So if you want to learn something new, great day for that. If you're single and want to, go out on a date, great day for that as well. Now, the 15th and 16th, these are unfavorable days. This is where your energies are low. You might be dealing with a health issue. You could have expenses, unexpected expenses, low energy. You could be very irritable. People around you could be very irritable, and you could easily get into a dispute with somebody on these days. And also be mindful of debt on this day. Now, if you do have any meetings or you have any dates, especially court dates, these days are unfavorable for you. So keep that in mind. And if you have any decisions that need to be made, I would avoid them on these days. So the 2nd, 3rd, 15th, 16th, 29th, and the 30th are not favorable for these things. Now, the 17th and 18th, these are good days for you. These are days where the energy with your spouse is flowing. If you're in business, these are good days for you as well. The 19th, 20th, and 21st, again, unfavorable days for you. This is where you will find that you are just stressed. You're having anxiety. It could be due to finances. It could be due to family. Just not the best days of the month here. Now, the 22nd and the 23rd, these days are good for you. The energies have turned around and you're feeling good. You're feeling lucky. So very good days. Now, the 24th, 25th, and 26th, these are good days for your career. This is where you want to put your efforts in because they will get recognition for your work. Your superiors will recognize your work, and also your coworkers will be very supportive. So it's a good work environment for you. Now, if you have any meetings on these days, they're very favorable. Now, the 27th and 28th, these are good days for you to spend time with your friends, have fun, go out, socialize, do some social networking. And also, if you're on social media, these are great days for you as well. And also, if you are in the stock market, this is where you can look at the stock market to see how you would like to invest further into the market. So, good days for you. Now, the 29th and the 30th, these again are unfavorable days for you. You could be dealing with health issues or low energy issues where you feel lonely, down, not supported. You might just want to spend time alone, isolate yourself. You might be dealing with debt or disputes. If you have any court cases, unfavorable days for you. Okay, so maybe change the dates so that you have a better outcome on a favorable day. Now, if you have decisions that need to be made, again, not favorable days for that. Now, the 31st of the month is ending on a good high note. This is a day you want to relax. You want to give this to yourself, relax, rejuvenate, and maybe do some meditation, maybe read a book, treat yourself because Lord knows you deserve it. Now, Capricorn, December has a lot of really good, favorable days for you. So I hope you make the best of every opportunity that this month presents to you. Again, be mindful on the 2nd, 3rd, 15th, 16th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 29th, and 30th. So these days, just be a little bit mindful. The rest of the month is your month, so enjoy the holidays. And I hope you make the most of every opportunity and every blessing that comes to you, and I hope you ring in the new year with joy and cheer and blessings. So if you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as your support is greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, don't forget to press that bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching today. Aquarius monthly horoscope for December 2024. The theme of the month for you is you're going to have a great time doing some social networking, a good time with friends, family, and food. It's also a great time for cash flow. You just need to watch your expenses though. Now in this video, I will go over your overview for the month of December with your favorable and unfavorable dates, your money days, your honey days, so you can make the most of every opportunity this month presents to you. So first I will do a quick overview followed by the monthly calendar. So let's begin. Now, December 2024 is a month of transformation and self-discovery for Aquarius, rich with opportunities for growth and renewal. As Venus moves into your sign on December 28th, you'll feel an influx of charm and creativity, making it an excellent time to showcase your unique qualities. With the sun entering Capricorn, your 12th house on December 15th, this is also a period of introspection and healing before your solar return next month. Now, Jupiter in Taurus, fourth house of house and home and family, emphasizes the importance of nurturing your personal life and creating a harmonious home environment. This month, you may feel compelled to spend time with your loved ones, strengthening family ties, or even consider home improvements. Use this energy to establish a solid foundation for the year ahead. Now, with Mars being retrograde in Cancer, sixth house of health and service until January 20th, it's urging you to reevaluate your work habits and your health routine. So pay attention to underlying stress or fatigue and consider ways to incorporate self-care into your daily life. Now, when Mars moves into Gemini later in January, you'll have the energy to pursue new projects and initiatives. Now, Mercury, which is retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th, could bring misunderstandings in your communication, particularly concerning long-term goals and your friendships. Now, after the retrograde period ends, you'll gain clarity and the ability to set your intentions for the upcoming year. So now let's look at the calendar. So December 1st is a great day for your career. This is where you can focus your energies to showcase your skill set at your workplace and get good recognition there. The 2nd and 3rd are great for socializing, so you might want to do some networking on those days. Now, the 4th and 5th, these are unfavorable days. These are days where your energies could be low. Your health could also be an issue, and also expenses. And if you have any debts, disputes, any decisions that need to be made, maybe postpone those to a more favorable day. Now, the 6th and 7th, these are days that you want to focus your energies on yourself. This is where you want to rejuvenate yourself. This is where you want to focus your energies on you. Now, the 8th, 9th, and 10th, these are good days for money. These are your money days. This is where the money will flow very easily to you. Now, if you're in the market, this is a good time to take profit because you'll see that your stocks are doing better on these days. But remember, always consult with a professional and an expert. Now, on the 11th and on the 12th, these are great for local travel, or if you need to travel for work, these are good days for that. 13th and 14th, this is where you're happy at home. So, from the 6th all the way to the 16th, these are really good days for you. Very good, relaxing, easy energy days for you. So 13th, 14th, the home environment is very supportive to you. Your energies with your home environment are very supportive. The 15th and 16th, this is where if you're a student, this is a good time to do your studies, to focus on learning something new. If you're single, these are very romantic days for you. Your creativity, your spontaneity will be really good on these days. Now, the 17th and 18th, this is unfavorable days for you. This is where you need to be mindful of your health, debts, disputes, and also decision making. So if you have any decisions that need to be made, keep them pending. You'll see that you're more irritable on these days, and the energy around you is also very unsupportive on these days. Now, if you have meetings on these days, if you have a court case on this date, like you need to attend court, maybe change the date because these days are unfavorable for you. Now, the 19th, 20th, 21st, these are good days. These are romantic days. This is also where you could learn something new about your partner. So the energy with your partner, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your business partner, is really good on these days. Now, the 22nd and 23rd, this is where your energies are a little bit stressed. It could be related to family. It could be related to finances. It could have to do with your in-laws, insurance, anything that is, hidden, not on the surface, your subconscious type stress, anxiety. So not favorable days for you. Now, the 24th, 25th, and 26th, these are good days for you. This is where the energy is more positive, more free-flowing, more supportive. These are great days also if you want to spend some time with your father. You'll find that he's very receptive and supportive on these days. Now, the 27th and 28th, again, focus your energies at your work. This is where you really need to showcase your skill set. And also the work environment here will be very supportive for you. Your superiors will also be very supportive to you as well. Now, the 29th and 30th, these are good days for you again. If you want to socialize, you want to go out, have some fun, spend some time with your friends, great time for that. The 31st, be mindful, this is an unfavorable day for you in regards to your health, in regards to expenses. So your energies just might be very low on these days. So Aquarius, your money days are the 8th, 9th, and 10th. You'll see that money flow is really good on those days. And your honey days is the 15th, 16th, 19th, 20th, and the 21st. This is where your energies with your significant other are really good and you're in sync. So I hope you've enjoyed today's calendar for the month of December 2024. If you have, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, as your support is greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, don't forget to press that bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you for your support. Pisces monthly horoscope for the month of December 2024. Now, I am using Vedic astrology for this prediction, and I am using your ascendant sign. So please do find your Vedic ascendant in order to make use of this calendar. Now, first I'll do a general quick overview of it, and then I will use the monthly calendar and go over each day with you. Your money days, your honey days, your unfavorable days where you need to be practicing caution, and your favorable days where you can make the most of every opportunity. So let's begin. So December 2024 brings a wave of introspection and emotional growth for Pisces, inviting you to dive deep into your feelings and your dreams. As the month unfolds, the focus shifts to your inner world, encouraging healing and spiritual renewal. Now, with the sun entering Capricorn, your 11th house on December 15th, you'll be more inclined to connect with friends and pursue your aspirations in a supportive community setting. Now, Jupiter continues in transit in Taurus, the third house of communication and learning, expanding your curiosity and encouraging you to express your ideas. So you might find yourself drawn to new learning experiences, writing, or engaging in conversations that inspire growth and creativity. Now, this is a fantastic time to network and share your thoughts with others. Now, Mars is retrograde in Cancer, the fifth house of creativity and romance, until January 20th, prompting you to reflect on your creative projects and romantic relationships. You might need to address unresolved feelings or past issues in these areas. So use this retrograde to reassess what truly brings you joy and how you can integrate that into your life moving forward. Now, Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius until December 15th, which might bring misunderstandings in your friendships or your group dynamics. However, once Mercury goes direct, clarity will return, allowing you to set new intentions for the upcoming year. So now let's look at the calendar. So December 1st is a great time for travel, for spiritual insights. It's a good day. Now, the second and the third, this is where you want to focus your energies on your career. You want to showcase your skill set at work. You can get recognition at work. Your superiors and your coworkers will be supportive to your energies on these days. If you have meetings on these days, it will be a good day for that as well. Now, the 4th and the 5th, again, very favorable days for you to socialize, go out with your friends, have fun, do some networking. The 6th and the 7th, these are unfavorable days for you. You could see higher expenses on these days. Your energies could be low. You could also be dealing with health issues, dispute, debt. So again, not good energies. If you're having decisions that need to be made, I would postpone them for a better favorable day instead of the 6th and the 7th. So the 8th, 9th, and 10th, these are favorable days for you. These are days that you want to focus your energies on yourself. Self-focus, self-rejuvenation, do some meditation, do some, go out, read a book, spend some time on yourself. It'll be really worthwhile. The 11th and 12th, these again are positive days for you, where the energy is very favorable, and these are your money days. You'll see that the money flow is really good on the 11th and the 12th. You should have money in your wallet on these days, and if you need to ask for money on these days, whether you're borrowing it or whether you've lent out money and you want it returned to you, these are good days to ask for your money back. Now, for those of you who are in the stock market, this is a good time for you to look into taking profits, because you should see good money flow on these days. Again, consult a professional for that. The 13th and 14th, these are good days for you to spend time with your siblings. You'll see that your energies are very much in sync, and you'll have a good time with them. The 15th and 16th, these are days that you're happy at home. Your energies are very supported. Your environment is also very loving and supporting, and you feel very at peace. So a very good week for you here. Now the 17th, 18th, again, good energies for you. You're feeling very romantic, very spontaneous. And if you're a student, good days for you to do some learning, some studying. Whatever it is that you study, you will definitely take it in at a different level. You'll understand it much more easily. And for you who want to focus on something new, your focus will also be very, very sharp on these days. Now, the 19th, 20th, and 21st, these are unfavorable days. And unfavorable regarding your health, debt, disputes. If you have to make any decisions, I would hold off and not do it on these days. Again, your energies will not be good on these days, and the energies around you will not be supportive on these days. Now, if you have any kind of meetings or court dates or any kind of finalizing on these days, I would not do them on these days because the results will not be favorable. Now, the 22nd, 23rd, these are your honey days. These are your love days. So if you're married, if you're in business, this is where you'll see that your partnership is doing really well on these days. The understanding is very mutual on these days. Now, the 24th, 25th, and 26th, these are unfavorable days. This is where you'll feel a level of stress and anxiety on these days. Not very favorable days. So definitely let this energy pass through. Now, the 27th, 28th, your energies are now improved. You're feeling better. You're feeling more positive on these days. Now, the 29th and 30th, these are, again, great career days. So you have some good career days this month. So focus on your career. Present yourself well at work, because you'll definitely get the recognition that you need and the credit that you deserve. Now, the 31st, again, a good day for you to be socializing, and you'll see that your focus is very sharp on this day. If you want to learn something new, especially regarding the stock market, it's a good day for that. If you want to look at the market to see what you should be investing in further, again, good day for that. So Pisces, overall, December is looking to be a great month for you. You do have some unfavorable days like we all do. So just be mindful on those days, which is the 6th, 27th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 24th, 25th, and 26th. These are your unfavorable days where you need to take some precaution regarding your health, expenses, debt, disputes, and decisions. And just be mindful of the energy that you have on these days. You won't be in the happiest of moods on these days, and the energy around you won't be the happiest either. But you do have a lot of really favorable days where the energy flow is wonderful. So I hope you make the use of those days and every opportunity that December presents to you. So I hope you ring in the new year with cheer and with blessings. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, don't forget to press that bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching.